History is filled with executions, betrayals, and bloodshed. But some punishments were not designed to kill. They were meant to erase a person while keeping them alive. One happened over 2,000 years ago inside a royal palace. The other happened in modern China on an ordinary street. Different centuries, different settings, but the same fear. Empress Lu, known historically as Lu Ji, was the wife of Liu Bang, the founder of the Han Dynasty. As Empress, she appeared loyal, disciplined, and politically quiet, someone most people underestimated. But behind the palace walls, another woman threatened everything she had built. Her name was Lady Qi. Lady Qi was one of Liu Bang's most favored concubines. She was young, charming, and deeply loved by the emperor. More importantly, she gave birth to a son, Liu Ruyi, and that son was the problem. Liu Bang already had an heir, Liu Ying. He was Empress Lu's son and the official crown prince, but the emperor began to hesitate. He adored Lady Qi and her child. At one point, he seriously considered replacing the crown prince. Only strong opposition from his ministers stopped him. The throne remained with Empress Lu's son, but the damage was done. When Liu Bang died, everything changed. Power moved instantly into Empress Lu's hands. She was no longer just the emperor's widow. She was the real ruler of the empire. And her first targets were clear. Lady Qi and her son had to be removed. The boy, Liu Ruyi, was poisoned and died soon after. Quietly, efficiently. But Lady Qi was not granted such mercy. According to historical records, Empress Lu ordered a punishment almost impossible to imagine. Lady Qi's arms and legs were cut off. Her eyes were destroyed, so she could no longer see. Her ears were torn away. Her tongue was mutilated, so she could no longer speak. Then she was thrown into a filthy place and kept alive. She could not walk. She could not see. She could not speak. She was no longer treated as human. She was treated as an object meant to endure. Empress Lu reportedly looked at what remained and said,
这是认知.
"This is a human pig." Not a metaphor, not an insult, a category. Every part that made Lady Qi a woman was taken. Speech, movement, appearance. In the palace, a woman's power did not come from weapons or armies. It came from her body and her ability to be chosen. That logic did not disappear with emperors. Death was never the goal. Erasure was. It's easy to believe this kind of cruelty belongs to ancient history, but the fear that drives it did not disappear with time. It changed location. Around 2012, in Jiangsu province, a woman in her 30s lured another woman to meet her. They barely knew each other. They shared only one thing: the same man. The victim was younger, widely described as attractive. The jealousy was not directed at the man. It was directed at what the other woman represented. In Chinese court documents, this motive is described as an extreme sense of deprivation caused by comparisons of appearance, age, and female value. During the attack, the violence followed a pattern: the face, the chest, the abdomen. Repeated strikes. The victim died from massive blood loss and organ damage. In these cases, the face is not attacked by accident. The face is where youth, beauty, and social value are read. Destroying it is not about killing. It is about removing comparison. This is why Chinese media refers to these crimes as beauty jealousy murders. Now place these two cases side by side. One inside a palace, one on a city street. Yet the logic is identical. What we call jealousy here is actually something deeper. It is the panic that comes when your value depends on being chosen, and you realize you can be replaced. When that fear meets power, political power, or personal authority, violence becomes corrective. The goal is not death. The goal is to erase superiority. That is why the brutality is excessive, and most people never cross that line, because power, consequences, and restraint still exist. So the question isn't why these women committed such acts. The question is this: is human nature truly changing? Or is it merely restrained by laws, norms, and consequences, waiting for the moment they fail in ordinary lives?